Hello, people. This is your Kitty, and here for a question. And I thought since Thanksgiving is this week, it might be things that we're grateful for. A huge list of, or discussed in a huge list of things that I'm grateful. Um, so I've watched different videos, read up on this at some of the happiest, so gratitude, and I think it can be hard sometimes to really stop and think a lot of things before. It's just there are so many things that are just a part of our daily life. We don't always think about how lucky we are to be able to have those things. So it's nice to have where we can show our gratitude, our thanks, what we have in our um sometimes Christmas too when family gather around. We, sometimes we might strangle our family. But it's always nice to have those. How great it is. I miss celebrating family and one thing you've come to realize upon who are very important. Life can how important it is to, and even like for been on the living in a camper with my that was really helped me to realize how thankful I should be for the things roof over my food on stuff like that. So when I got this apartment, so thankful. Get it. So yeah, I mean that's one of the things I'm thankful for. Is this apartment. It's definitely not. Neighbors can be a little annoying. Um, paint job on the walls. Some walls aren't so bad. The living room's not so bad. If you go into the bedroom, there's like one wall that's pink, this pink color, and they got the ceiling a little bit, and then the rest is kind of a putty color, and it's kind of messy. I don't know. Sometimes I wish I could repaint these areas, but it was in my but I'm still very thankful for this place. It's really cute. It's got little old style charms to it. Like you can tell it's kind of an old place. It's it keeps us warm and it serves its purpose. Sure, definitely harm to it. You know, it was really lucky, well, real blessing that we. I don't believe in, but I feel like really blessed to be able to get this because it kind of happened during the winter. It's not too often that people move over. So happy. And I'm happy for the family I have here. And even though my sister can drive me nuts at times, even with the last phone call that I found myself like upset with her. But you think about it, it's because I love her so I get up. It's because she loves me so I don't know. Or that she worries saying it. But I'm lucky to have her. But that and my nephews, one of them doesn't know. I look forward to as he gets to an age where he's maybe as shy as he was when I got to meet him. And that was during the summer. He bonded with my husband, although I don't know. Yeah, I won't. I'm hoping that's not. But my eldest nephew, I think I had them. I I think he's an incredible kid. I'm so thankful to have him in my life. He struggles through uh, autism and bipolar, and it makes him so unique. I love him so much. Like, and it's hard on him because of everything, but just some of the things that he comes up with cracks me up. I love talking, and sometimes he says some pretty definitely love him very much. And then there's Azariah. He's kind of the middle child, such a high spirit kid, so charismatic. Love him too. Sometimes I can't understand what he's saying, but they're working on that. But you know, good kid for sure. He's always very enthusiastic. I'm thankful for my husband. He's been there for me a lot of hard times, and can't be to be married. Honest, hard to be honest. I'm not the easiest in depression. I get anxious. I hyperventilate. Sometimes things will trigger me back to to react. Been there by myself. Hurts me. He can be a handful. Like, I'm the only one who's difficult at times, but you know, I'm so happy there. So happy. He doesn't get over it or whatever. I mean, sometimes he'll say calm down. I hate that. Like, I'm not going to be calm just because you tell me to calm down. It doesn't work. Then a lot of times that's because his anxiety is working up too. That makes it fun. Here I'll be getting anxious and then he starts getting just gets a little unsettled. But um yeah, I mean I'm so glad to have regardless of any pets we have, and that's normal in marriage. gonna have your issues because in the long run, neither one of you is perfect. I'm thankful to they can be little turkeys sometimes, troublemakers every now. They're amazing. Each one's so different. And my youngest one, Gracie, the newest to the family. I've had her for a little over a year now. She's stubborn and she's a little too clever for her own good. I actually had to get a special trash can of her, but I was kind of glad because I've been wanting to get rid of that trash I had beforehand. I have a thing with trash can lids. I don't like to touch them. You know, I could probably sanitize it 100 times. In fact, I never really often. The point is, I don't like touching them. So this one that we had to get, it's one that you press a lever with your foot and it's up and you can lock it. And the part that you can lock it is the main reason Gracie would knock over the trash can, help herself to whatever's in there. Um, she's a she's a pretty funny girl too, pretty hyper still. Um, she loves flies right now, and she's willing to destroy things if it means that she's gonna catch that fly. Um, my husband came in to me the other day, and "You're gonna be mad at Gracie." I said, "Why? What happened?" He says she tore up because we got one of those lamps that has the rice paper in it. That wasn't really a smart idea to begin with, but I got it mainly because it has a heavy bottom, so it's less likely for cats to tip it over. And I had a feeling the rice paper might not be a good idea, but I thought I'd give it a chance. And now I'm gonna have to find something else to put on it instead of that rice paper. Might be fun to figure that out. We'll see what happens. Um, she cracked me up. So, whenever I'm sitting and or like I can guarantee either her or Shadow is going to curl up in a. I don't always notice when they get onto my lap until after I'll look down and realize there's something soft and furry laying. Sometimes they have a good time and they'll jump on my lap when I'm just about to get up too. The fun of having cats. Shadow, he's kind of what I like to call a mama's boy. He'll like go through the house, even if he knows where I'm at. He had just left the bedroom. He'll actually go around howling about. Um, both him and Gracie don't like to be up so much, but they love to be. And he'll come up and rub against me. He'll rub against anything I'm holding. Anytime that I've done puzzle books, he will lay on top of the puzzle book. He is an attention hoarder, and like if I pick him up, he'll fuss as I pick him up. If I'm still petting him, he doesn't mind after that. And then he fusses when I put him down. But that's just. And then my oldest cat, Sweet, my cat. He was mama cat for Shadow when we first got him. Um, he had never, was never able to have kids of her own. Eventually, we got her fixed. I believe she had chance, but it never happened. But when we got Shadow, actually would take him into the closet and see him, and then he bit off her nipple. And I tried to separate the two and let her nipple heal, and it didn't work. Just way too much. I tried getting bottles of goat's milk so that way, and he bit through. And what was really interesting is at one point I told Sweepy he can't produce milk for him, so stop trying to breastfeed him. And then one day I noticed that she was lactating in one of her nipples. True story. Oh, crazy, but it was true. And so I don't know, that was weird. Um, but she also kind of was a bit of a mother to Gracie. She didn't breastfeed him by breastfeed her, but Gracie was a little older than Shadow was when we got Shadow. She would probably wouldn't have taken to that, but she would bathe him. She'd play around with him a little bit. At this point, she's getting older, kind of developed some quirks that I worry about. Sometimes I try to get so it's a little easier for her. Seems to help if that, because otherwise, before I change, roll it up because I couldn't chew it so well, and she's swallowing it big chunk. It wasn't working. Lately, she hopefully I did the right thing there. Sure, what's get her to it and see what they. But the sweet girl, she's very loving. Doesn't fuss if you pick her up. She'll do the whole making dough thing that cats do, and it hurts when she does. But very sweet. I named her Sweet Pea because she's very sweet when I got her. Eyes were oh, and she's so tiny. So I'm thankful for those cats. All the fun that they bring to me when they comfort me when I'm very thankful. That'll like rub up against my nose, actually nuzzle me. They'll look at me. They'll open my lap. They will headbutt me. They're very comfortable. I'm thankful that I'm able to go to college. Getting really thankful that next fall will be my last semester. I have this spring and then next fall, and then with the associate's degree, and then I. So I'm very thankful. Thankful for our little car that here. It's so cute. The little Chevy Sonic. It's it's adorable, but it can be hard to find at times, especially since it's white. But I love it so much, and Lucas, he'll just kind of make get it to honk at us. Can't find it anywhere. It's a big problem. it's it's the newest car we've ever had. Of really real gas saver. Love it today. Thankful for the job it has. or I kind of put in my sent me home early, so I guess part I don't know. I'm thankful for having it because it gave Lucas and I the chance to be in this apartment. I'm thankful that we have money and so that I can take a little, as you know, mental health can suck, and I'm wanting to put in college and off my be ready for next, hopefully by for next, thinking that I'll do it. I'm thankful for the plants that I was silly thing to say, but I've always had bad luck with plants. Pulled them off, and Lucas had gotten me this plant one, saying that this one is resilient, that I'd be able to keep. Sure enough, it's true. Even when we went on vacation, and we had someone check on us, and I mentioned the plant. I don't know, but he might miss that. Um, they watered it. The plant was, it looked to be dead. And I kept watering it and I talked to it. And of all odd things, that thing back to life. And it's sprouting so beautifully. And it'll actually tell me if it needs water, if it's been a little too long since I watered it. It'll actually droop. So this plant's awesome. I recommend that type of plant. But it doesn't need a lot of light. It seems to love temperature that we have. And it's just a super happy plant. um else, I'm thankful for the changes I've made. I'm thankful that I've gotten to here. Thankful that I worked on trying to fight my depression. And while I still have depression here and there, I find that I've come a long ways. I'm thankful for any tools I've learned to fight. I have. Oh, one thing I've learned is that mental illness, it takes practice trying to work through it. You don't learn to overcome it overnight. Practice different techniques. And you have to get counseling. All that fun stuff. Thankful for the tools that I have. Thankful Christian. Know God too. I love church and people there. Church I go to for them because good bunch. They're not the type to judge you, kind of off to themselves. Tend to be very picky about what church. When I first go and walk in, first time I go to it, if I don't get greeted at all, if no one asks for my name, if shows any interest in me, I don't go back to that church. With this one, the day I walked in, or talking more and more, it happened more. Even now, like I still get someone every so introduces theirself because they haven't yet. I get to learn about something. That's how church should. If you ever walk into a church and that's not the church to that's my opinion. Um, and there's other things important to, of course, like what are their beliefs. They mention the Bible. They talk about Jesus. All that stuff. It's definitely important that they make you feel welcome. I get quite a diverse people at church. There's one couple who part of the Bicycle Association, Christian. One of them, she gone to brothels before, and she talked to prostitutes. Brings them stories. Her husband, he goes to prisons and so, or at least they used to. I don't know if they do it now, but yeah, it's really cool that they even now they do volunteer that much for volunteers that don't know if yeah, you get people like that. We have people who go on missions overseas come and talk to us about their experience. Really exciting to talk about. Kind of brings perspective to how different the place is. It's fascinating. Well, I'm thankful for the people who I did have my life. They were there. It's hard not having. I'm so glad that they were definitely they're definitely still with me. I can I think about them going through help mold the discipline. Glad I had my such strong parts of my and just go for all I have. Well, I hurt people that I like. Go for all the things I've gone through, easy or difficult, shaped who I am. Yeah, that's all I'm thankful. And if you want to put in the comments, you're thankful for you guys have giving. Bye bye.